We're rolling. All right. Well, welcome to the first episode of the Whiskey Notes podcast.
First episode.
With me, Tristan Goodwin, and
Ryan Scara. How's everybody doing?
All righty. Well, so the gist of this podcast that we're about to embark on is whiskey and music. And
great combo.
Yep. I got the name Whiskey Notes because whiskey has notes of whatever you feel like, and music is written with notes.
Very conveniently.
Obviously. So, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off, obviously, with the whiskey because we had to get a little buzz going before we listen to any music.
Right, and so obviously what we're looking for is the plan, right? We're going to do all 50 states, try to get one bottle of, whiskey, bourbon, if it's from Kentucky, depending on where it is. Maybe we'll dabble in some scotch, who knows, down the road.
Yeah, listen to some Scottish music.
Something like that. But right, one from each state, and then we're also going to try to look and find one up-and-coming band, preferably not a huge band in terms of like label, we'll say success maybe, but just something local from each state. And then we're going to talk about each one, go in depth a little bit as much as we can. And it's kind of the gist of it.
So this, for the very first episode, since we are based out of the St. Louis area, we are featuring Wood Hat Spirits and Distillery. And this is a distillery located in New Florence, Missouri, which is about halfway between here and Columbia, Missouri, here being St. Louis. And a little bit about Wood Hat Distillery, located in Florence, Missouri, as I said, and it is owned by distiller Gary Heingardner, who has an impressive resume, including 20 plus years as an agronomist and another 15 plus years as a cooper. Gary has a unique view on bourbon and whiskey production.
What is a cooper? Sorry, not to cut you off.
I don't know. Go ahead and look it up
That's
while I finish this.
Yeah, little Google.
Cooper. Well suited to showcase the best of what Missouri whiskey has to offer. So what's different with Gary's whiskey, the corn is special.
Blue corn.
Blue corn. They have a red corn version.
Yeah, this is the blue corn aged whiskey here that we're testing today.
Yes, and we will link everything in our future website and or social medias.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll get there. Just anyway, continue.
So all of Gary's products are made from locally grown Missouri grains and use open pollinated heritage corns that are selected for taste rather than yield. Wood Hat whiskeys are a true field to glass experience. All of their spirits fermented, distilled, and aged on site using exceedingly rare wood-fired still, which is fed with leftover wood from a neighboring cooperage. What is this cooperage?
So a cooper is a profession. I'm assuming it's cooper. Anyway, a cooper is a person trained to make wooden casks, barrels, and buckets, tubs, anything that has to do with a wood container that you would put something in. Journeyman coopers are also traditionally made wooden implements such as rakes and wooden shovel blades. Good old Wikipedia tells you anything you want.
Very nice.
So pretty cool profession. I feel like it might be a little obsolete, but I think whiskey's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah. And another fun thing about our boy Gary at Wood Hat Distillery, he gets his name of the distillery from his love of making wooden hats, which he makes on site at the distillery. So
have you been to this distillery? Did you see it?
No. Well, I saw it. You can see it from 70 going.
Gotcha.
If you go west towards Columbia, it's on your right-hand side, Wood Hat Distillery.
It's like right off the highway.
Interesting.
It's
a good stop if you ever go to Herman, Missouri. That's
Herman,
like,
wine country out there.
yep, the same exit as Herman.
Very interesting. So not too far away.
No, I want to say an hour from St. Louis.
Oh, not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
So yeah, if anybody wants to ever go out to Wood Hat Distillery and get you some good blue corn whiskey and apparently red corn whiskey, go ahead.
They also have bourbon, but this was like their first one, their base whiskey.
So we're trying out their start and we're getting our start. Let's see what we got.
All right, so this is a 40% alcohol by volume, 80 proof.
80 proof. Classic.
So it says it's aged for a minimum of 2 years in small barrels, distilled and bottled in Wood Hat Spirits, New Florence, Missouri.
Interesting. Read us the back there. See what we got.
All right. And on the back, it says from field to glass, just like it said on that article I read. It says humans have made food from corn for centuries and have selected it for their own taste rather than high yields for livestock. Although costly, its unique characteristics impart a sweet, nutty flavor unlike any other. To age this whiskey, we selected white oak staves that were aged outside for 3 years to make our barrels. Finally, we toasted the barrel rather than char it to bring out the more subtle flavors of the oak. The result is a quality whiskey with a uniquely complex flavor. All right, and that's Gary Heingardner, who's the owner of that. All right, so first off, we're going to do the old classic whiskey tasting, and we're going to smell it.
Yep, give it a little sniff.
Yep.
Cleanse the palate. So as you guys can't see, we've got the whiskey sitting here in the middle. We're gonna try a couple of different ways to taste this whiskey. First off, we're gonna start with neat. Then we'll go to a little bit of rocks, right? And then we'll get a little bit of water.
We'll do water first.
Got it. I like it. Okay.
All right, let's see.
All right.
It's pretty strong, and like the smell of alcohol.
Yeah, I don't really smell.
Yeah, this part takes a lot of practice, honestly, smelling different things in whiskey.
I was gonna say I'm not super keen on the.
We'll get that.
Well, yeah,
this is our first episode.
We got 50 states to get through. I mean, it certainly doesn't smell bad. I mean, you definitely get you smell the alcohol, of course, but
I almost smell like some smoke, like peaty, not necessarily peat moss, but like just the smoky. I don't smell anything too sweet though.
No.
All right, let's try it then.
All right, well, cheers.
What do you think?
First reaction, not bad.
No, it went down pretty smooth.
It is extremely smooth. I shouldn't say extremely smooth, but it's smooth.
For being 80 proof.
Right. Interesting, though. It's only aged 2 years.
Yeah.
I feel like everything else you see, it seems like it's aged more. And obviously, the more that you age, the whiskey's supposed to be better, right? But
right. It might be the corn. I've never had like a corn-focused whiskey before.
Yeah, no, it's smooth. I mean, it really doesn't hurt going down.
Right.
Tasted fine on the palate, like almost, I don't want to say flat.
Yeah.
But like there was no bite. No. Overall, first impression, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I wouldn't mind sipping on this with just neat.
Yeah, now that I'm sitting here, like it's more of a warming feeling than like a burning sensation in my chest.
Didn't mess up the back of your throat a little bit and like hurt down deep. I think that's might be a pretty good sipper so far to start.
Yeah. All right, so I think next we're just gonna add a little bit of water to it just to water it down to see how it tastes, just like with a splash of water. And then maybe eventually we'll start getting into cocktails on this show, but we'll see. That takes a lot of videoing. I actually did a tasting out in Virginia with a good friend of mine, good couple buddies, and we did a tasting, and they actually gave us like eye drops, like eyedroppers, but we filled them with water so
Oh.
you could control like how much you dilute the whiskey.
Interesting. That's actually a pretty good.
So we might have to invest in some
Some
eyedroppers.
eyedroppers making a mess all over the table here.
That's
Man,
on my table.
Too bad we're not recording this. This would be good bloopers. All right, so a little bit of
Just
water.
a little water.
Give it a little swish.
I think that would be my preferred method so far.
Think so?
Depends on how much. That's why the eye drop.
Yeah, it gives you.
You might have put too much in there, but like the amount I put in, I think.
I mean, I don't think I put in too much, but it definitely knocks it down.
Yeah.
In terms of like flavor, I would say. I mean, still good. And again, I'm very surprised that it's not biting you as much. You know, like
Right.
it's not hitting like a true. I shouldn't say true whiskey because that's a very relative and vague term. But yeah, it's not. It doesn't hit you in your chest hard.
No, it's very soothing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's an appropriate thing to say when drinking alcohol. You don't
Soothing.
want it to be
Right,
soothing.
yeah.
We don't have problems here.
No, yeah, we don't have problems.
This
We
is
don't party
all-
like we used to,
yeah,
but
this
I mean,
is-
still, we're sophisticated now. We're sitting here with a
Yeah.
podcast, drinking whiskey.
We're
and,
25-year-old gentlemen.
exactly, yeah, just guys being dudes.
Guys being dudes.
Two dummies and some mics. Yeah,
You know, if I didn't have a name for this podcast, that would have been a solid name for the podcast.
two dummies and some mics. I mean, shoot, maybe we go back and change it down the road. Who knows?
I mean, that's not saying a lot about us. Put you some more in there.
Give me some more. Okay.
Well, you need an ice cube. So now we're going to move on to the ice. Just whiskey with some rocks.
Running out of glasses here, dude.
So this helps, cool it down. And obviously the ice is going to water it down a little bit. So it's going to give it a different palate. I know I've had whiskeys in the past, bourbons, whatever, that I prefer cool, like chilled
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I feel like and granted, my whiskey palate isn't super crazy in terms of experience, but
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, yeah. Well, I was always told that like Scotch, you're supposed to drink that neat, right? Like you're not supposed to have any rocks with that. Whereas whiskey could be a whole different ball game. I've always personally liked having some rocks because I think it knocks it down a little bit, so it's not like you still taste like with the Bushmills, right? Are one of our favorites
Right.
here. I think that with a little bit of water, and again, not to take away from our guy here, our Wood Hat, but I think that, like you said, makes the flavor come out a little bit more, changes things up a little bit, and plus it gives it a little bit more cooling taste.
Cool.
And I think most people like to drink
Like the
something
cool.
cold.
Yeah. Well, like when it comes to the scotch, it's all relative.
Yeah.
Like drinking anything neat. I mean, you don't want to drink some bottom shelf shit. Like,
yeah. It's going to be a rough night.
like that's gonna be some
Old Crow.
some whiskey coke type shit right there.
Yeah, that's a drinking night for sure.
All right, let's see what it's like with some rocks.
Little rocks. I think I just smelled it before. It smells a little bit different. Maybe it's just because it's watered down. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to work on our nose palate.
Interesting.
It's almost sweeter.
It's almost sweeter. Tastes like, man, I'm trying to think of a good way to explain how it tastes. Like, doesn't taste bad, but I think I liked it neat
Really?
from the it was smooth, didn't hit hard, tasted good, almost like I said, flat a little bit. Like didn't really sit on your tongue too much. Now I feel like it almost kind of smells bad going in,
Really?
watered down, to me at least.
Yeah, I don't know if I feel the same way, but it's all relative, right?
But yeah, everybody's got their own palate.
I prefer a lot of my whiskeys or bourbons unless I know how I like them with a rocks. Because I one of those people that prefer the chilled. Like, drink.
Yeah.
And like a big rock. Like you don't want like cubes, like
yeah.
like mashed up rocks. Like you just want it to be nice and like slowly like dilute the water, cool
Right.
it, chill the whiskey.
Well,
drink.
I mean that's in theory, right? Isn't it? We'll say in theory. That's how it's supposed to be, right? You want to have the big ice cube,
big, thicker.
yeah.
Ice Cube.
I think, I don't know, man. And maybe down the road, if this, and we can obviously edit this part out, but down the road, we can start implementing that kind of, right, like Ice Cube or maybe like the ball.
Right. If we get into it so deep, we'll just like get an ice mold with our logo on it.
Ooh.
And we'll just sell it to all of our fans.
Very fancy. We really need to take off if that's the case.
Oh yeah. We might just do that if we don't take off.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go for it. Balls deep.
Right.
Quit our day jobs.
Just work off ice mold sales.
Dude, we could. Man, this is how it starts. This is
ice mold sales.
Yeah, it's being recorded right now as we speak. Yeah, I mean, dude, no, so far I like it. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a good sipper. Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Good representation of Missouri.
Yeah, good old Missouri. Everybody shits on it, but dude, it's really not that bad, man.
It really isn't.
We got a couple of big cities here and there. You don't have to worry about like, hustle and bustle like you do in fucking LA. Traffic isn't terrible.
Right.
I mean, I've sat on 270 for a couple of hours here and there, but other than that, I don't think it's terrible. It's an acquired taste. Just like whiskey, it's an acquired taste.
Amen.
St. Louis is an acquired taste. Not a bad spot.
Once you get past the gunshots and sirens.
Yeah, shout out North St. Louis.
We're located in the downtown area as of right now.
Lafayette Square, to be specific.
Yeah, right near Soulard.
Yeah, good party vibes in Soulard. Lafayette Square is a little more sophisticated. Two very old parts of the city.
Yes.
Very old parts of the city.
Got Mardi Gras coming up here very soon. Should be a fun time.
I was going to say, we might have another episode done at that point. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. I don't think they'll be out by then.
No, definitely won't be out by then.
But, yeah. So that's a Wood Hat Distillery Spirits. They also have, I was checking out their website. They have some other fun liquor. Let me pull that up real quick.
I think down the road, we're going to have laptops out here set up. And
yeah. Hopefully we'll have some video coming after this first one. Let me look at their cordial.
Cordial. Very fancy.
Yes, they have black walnut liqueur.
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to pass on that one.
Berry cordial.
Ooh. Cordial. So that's is that what, like our Chambord's, right?
I think so.
Kind of same ballpark?
Persimmon cordial.
Persimmons.
So, I don't know what goes into a cordial. We might have to start another podcast, Tasted Cordial.
Let's get good at this one first, and then we can go down that road.
So yeah, Wood Hat Spirits, located in New Florence, right off 70. So if you're going out to a better state like Kansas,
fuck Kansas,
or like Colorado. If you're on your way out to Colorado or anywhere out west, make sure you stop at Wood Hat Distilleries. They do have tastings and tours.
Is it? No, you didn't go in there, did you?
No, I need to make a trip out there.
I was gonna say, dude, hey, maybe we make a trip out there and show our guy Gary the podcast, let him take a listen, and then maybe we get some royalties. Who knows?
Right. Maybe we'll come visit this episode again and have Gary on.
Ooh, that's in
the future.
Yeah, way down the road. I think that could be a good play. We start, maybe we go to every state. Damn, that's a really good way to get to every state.
Yeah.
Go to every state, visit every distillery. I think that's a good play.
That would be...
Takes a lot of time. I only got 2 weeks paid PTO. I don't know about you.
Well, by that time, we'll hopefully not have to have a day job.
Correct.
But that's in the future.
Man, what if 40 years from now we're still doing this, but it was because we took a hiatus?
Right.
Yeah.
But what happens when we hit all the states?
Countries.
See, I'm thinking about doing those in between some states, though, honestly.
But there's nothing in between states. What are you talking about?
I meant do 10 states and then hit a country.
Ooh.
10 states.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Dude, that could be cool. Yeah. Dude, now hold on. Okay, Jameson is obviously Irish whiskey.
Right.
Right. But is it or is it? I don't know.
No, it definitely is. I think it's anything distilled in anywhere like other than America is going to be a different whiskey.
That's very fair. Okay.
I mean, it's just so popular. It's like Guinness. I mean, all these
Man,
are.
dude, see, that's the goal. One day, go to Dublin, have a pint of Guinness in the motherland, not my motherland, but in right. Anyway, continue. Yeah, we're getting.
Well, I'm
off,
just saying.
yeah, we're getting off track here. We need to start talking more about our whiskey here. But
I mean, we're just talking about whiskey right now.
well, that's a good point. Yeah, fair. Yeah, dude, good old Wood Hat. I like it. It's a good one. I don't hate it. I think so. Here, let's do it like this. Down the road, we're going to, we'll start right now. We'll grade it.
Okay.
We'll each grade it. Right. So scale 1 to 10. What do you got?
I would give it, starting off neat, I'd give it a good 7.5 to 8.
Yeah.
I think it goes up for me personally, like with the cube, probably an 8.5 with some ice.
So ballpark 7 to 8.5.
Yeah.
I think I'm in that same range. I think me personally, I liked it a little bit more just neat.
Mm.
And then not that it got worse, but it just I think I was pretty content with the neat part before we got to like the rocks and the water.
Right. Yeah. And it's all
yeah, it's all relative.
Relative.
Yeah, it's all up to personal preference. No, I think overall good good first choice, my friend. Very good. I like it.
And that'll run you about I think I got it for $30 or $40 here in St. Louis.
Did you get it at Randall's?
Yes.
Damn, maybe down the road we get a partnership with Randall's.
I already thought about that.
Would just hit them up, say, hey, help a couple of brothers out.
Their website even like
has the filter.
Has the filters for states,
yeah,
and for countries.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Let's go. Could be cool.
After a good amount of episodes,
we'll get down. We need to really structure this out and really plan it out. It's gonna be fun. Like maybe once we get like 7 or 8 episodes in, to go back and listen to this one and then listen to like the later ones and see like how much like better it got.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll have video for you guys.
We'll definitely have video. Fuck
and a little better quality
video
of audio.
And we'll hone in our microphone skills. I feel like I'm like really close to the mic.
Yeah, I mean, it's all you got somebody that went to microphone school running this shit.
Fuck yeah, we do. I love it. Got to stop dropping the F-bomb. Got to keep it a little pro.
No, it's all right. We'll move on to music.
Yes. All right. The real kit and caboodle here. All right. So we had some good whiskey. We're going to continue to sit here and sip just a little bit, not too much.
We got to work tomorrow. It is a Monday night.
It is a Monday night. We do both have to work tomorrow. I got to work early.
Yeah.
Little 5 a.m. show up
Super
time.
Early.
Hey man, pay the bills. I got rent. Got to pay for these bottles of whiskey here.
Right. You still owe me for this one.
Yeah, well, dude, we'll go halfsies, of course. Wait, hold on, real quick. What's our next state? What do we got? Do we want to play it safe and just get something we already have,
or should we branch out from Missouri and just like go farther and farther?
Ooh, no, better here. Let's find a globe, right? Spin it, and then boom, there's our on a state.
Well, Ryan, do you have a globe?
No.
Okay.
I see where you're going with this.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say next episode will be good old Illinois.
Damn.
Next door neighbors.
Might
as well get it over with.
Yeah. Just rip the Band-Aid
I have
off.
a couple ideas for Illinois that could be good though.
Okay. I got it.
So we'll have to dig into that.
Yeah, we'll start doing some research here in the next couple of weeks. All right. So yeah, back to music. So with this part of the podcast, right, whiskey notes, we take like we said earlier, 1 bottle of whiskey, right, and then we find a couple of local artists from said state.
Yep.
Right, and local obviously is a very relative term here in St. Louis, right? This is where we're both located.
Well, just the state of Missouri. It's a Missouri episode.
State of Missouri, state of X, whatever, whatever state. So Tristan and I both found a couple of local bands.
Should we play? Like, should I go first, play some song, and then introduce the band after it, or should I do it like
Maybe you like play it in the background while we're talking.
No, we want the experience to be more sensual than that.
More
They
sensual.
don't want to hear us talking while
the music's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's in the background and then we like stop talking, turn it up to like the good part of the song, and then boom. Maybe. I don't know.
No, bad idea.
Okay. Well, it's up to you.
All right. Well, I'll just talk about the band first.
Okay. So we have two bands. Like I said, we're both going to bring one band to each episode.
Not the whole band, just like a song or two.
A song or
not
two.
like the whole band's not with us right now.
Well, no, it's a small apartment. We can't fit the whole band in here. But the idea is that we present a band, a couple of their tracks, right? We talk about them a little bit, give a little bit of background, a little bit of history, potential upcoming shows,
right.
And whatnot, and then we'll go from there. But first band is a band that Tristan found local here in St. Louis. Yep. Tristan, go ahead, tell us.
All right, so the band that I have for this Missouri episode is a band called Hounds, and they have a pretty good, solid following here.
It's a great band name.
Hounds, yeah. And they have a new album called Cattle in the Sky. Yes.
Is it new? Or is it like last?
They're most recent.
Okay, so yeah, last couple of years. Looks like what, 2021?
Yeah, 2021.
So yeah, still pretty new.
So what we're working with Hounds, right? So
looks like they've got two full-length albums here.
Yeah. And
2017 and 2021.
Okay. Perfect. So we got a couple siblings. We got Jordan and Logan Sloan and Logan Moeller, and then Jack McCoy, who are all in this quartet. They're based out of St. Louis. Started this band in high school. Worked with a couple different names and all that. Did a couple of different contests, like band battle of the bands type things, and they actually won. They won a contest, Top Golf's national band competition, Who Will Rock You, and they actually won this and scored an artist development and album deal with major label BMG.
Damn.
So I mean, it's pretty good gig they got going.
Was it kind of like a battle of the bands? It sounds like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't look at too much or at all into the Top Golf version, but
dude, yeah, that's pretty. Well, what I think I looked up their Instagram. They're verified. I mean,
yeah,
so they got a pretty good following, about 6,000 some odd people or so.
Yeah, and our goal for this part is to get bands that, no disrespect to the bands, obviously, but somebody with less than.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking like no huge, like big time, we'll say big time bands.
Yeah.
Again, everything is relative, but like we're not going to look at, say like Rise Against or just some other huge band that everybody knows about. We just want to try to get a little bit of exposure, hopefully, potentially to other local bands to their respective states. And then, who knows, maybe get a couple of followers, a couple of listeners to each band. That's the idea. So
that's what we're working with. So I got Hounds, and I'm going to play their first song off Cattle in the Sky called To Be in Love. And let's get this going.
Turn dreaming of. Don't wanna lose your love. My heart misbehaves. I'm dying at every touch. Every move that she makes sends me to disbelieve. I could be yours, love. I've been saving up all my words so as not to get used to the saying of things that can't be unheard. 'Cause I love you, I want you to stay right here.
So there we go. That's Hounds.
Very, very good song.
Very.
For the little bit that you guys got a sample of, I like it a lot.
So it was about a minute and a half worth of the song.
Yeah,
To Be in Love
from the get go.
So I'll play some more of another one just so we get a sense of the album.
I like it a lot. The little like the harmonies in the like.
So
the
we'll get into
beginning.
that like more after I play another one just to get a different vibe.
Gotcha. All right, I like it.
This one's called Shake Me Up. This is number 7 off the album. So To Be in Love was the first one.
Yeah.
So
was that their opening track?
Yeah.
Good opening track. Very good.
All right, number 7, Shake Me Up.
I don't know how to tell you that I need you so. I just keep running around, my head's down on the floor. And it's a long, long way to go. And I keep hanging on to every little word. Every little word. Oh, and when you spoke, it was the only sound I heard. Only sound I heard. I'm so happy you've been found. And it's a long, long way down. A long, long way down. A long, long, long way down. And I hope you stick around.
Damn, another good track right
And that
there.
one was actually Long Way Down, which is number 6.
Long Way Down. Oh well, dude. Either way, I thought it was a good one.
That was a bop.
They've got so just looking at their music right now, they've got 2 songs titled "Shake Me Up." One off their 2017 self-titled called "Hounds," and then another one off of their, like we said, their newest album called "Cattle in the Sky." Both are called "Shake Me Up." So,
Should we compare them real quick?
dude, maybe I'm just trying to look at their lyrics. It looks like they're 2 different songs based off of the words.
Okay.
Maybe. But which one was that one?
That was Long Way Down.
Long Way Down, dude. Added it to the old library right there.
Absolutely.
Boom.
So yeah, what sticks out to me with these guys is the harmonies.
Yeah. It's not like, I don't want to call it lo-fi in terms of like the way it's recorded or whatnot, but you can tell it's not like big massive recording studio,
Right.
like I don't want to say mass produced music, but like it's good.
It's like, I don't even know. That second song, The Long Way Down, gave me almost like a new Beach Boys, like old style, like I don't even know what like rock.
It sounded big almost. Right. Like, yeah, I think that was a really good song. And I mean, if everything that they put out is similar to the first couple that we heard, I wouldn't mind listening to them. I think that's pretty good stuff. And it sounds like you definitely get like you said, Beach Boys, like maybe like late or mid to late 60s, like, kind of upbeat, really just overall a lot of high energy, it seems like, and not like high energy like big like stadium rock or anything like that, obviously, but it would fit in with maybe like kind of like an upbeat. Have you heard of Camp?
Yeah.
Kind of like an upbeat
with the
Camp,
2 A's.
A little bit, yeah, Camp with 2 A's. And it kind of like in that ballpark a little bit, or like Lumineers. Like you could hear the song on the radio, and I think you could easily mistake it for like a big name artist.
Yeah, I also got like 1975. Like
I haven't listened to them too much.
Okay, well, it's just like a poppy rock.
Yeah, no, I
like
agree.
Mashed with Beach Boys, mashed with Lumineers. Just
like you said, the harmonies I think is kind of what I think the vibe that they kind of go for. And granted, we're only 2 songs in, but I definitely think it's pretty solid band right there. And they're local too. I bet you they're a lot of fun to watch live.
Oh yeah, I think they have a couple shows coming up, but it would be kind of pointless to tell them if we're not going to release it, because I think one's in like next week,
Gotcha.
and I'm not sure when we're going to release these. So,
right.
but yeah, they have a website, Hounds. Check out all their shows. Yeah, they play locally, St. Louis, but they go around
A little bit.
the U.S. a little bit. So
Good for them.
So yeah, that was Hounds with Cattle in the Sky. They are on Apple Music, Spotify,
All the major streaming platforms.
all of it. So
Gotcha.
check them out.
Do you have Spotify?
No, I use Apple.
I was going to say, yeah, we're sophisticated.
It's the greater one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to download another music app when I got a perfectly good one on my phone. That's my rationale.
Right, and I like bought a whole bunch of like iTunes stuff as a kid.
Yeah,
and
dude,
it transferred
you're
over
stuck with it.
to Apple Music. So like,
Exactly.
why would I go download everything else?
Back in the day when you got iTunes gift cards specifically to buy like iTunes songs.
Oh yeah, that's what I would ask for Christmas all the time.
Exactly, dude. Now we're just paying for our phone bills all the time. So, all right. Well, yeah, that was Hounds. I like it, dude. And great band name. Great,
Simple.
Very simple. Like, it. You ever seen that TikTok account where it's the guy he talked like band names? He said good band name, bad band name.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would say that's a good band name.
Yeah, it's just so simple and
yeah, nothing too crazy, right? Like just Hounds. I like it. All right, so good band right there. Do we want to transition into?
Yeah, go ahead and for Ryan's band,
introduce my band. All right, so this band is actually one of the founding members is a pretty good friend of mine I worked with at a bar and restaurant back home.
Yeah, very local, extra local to us.
I was going to say extra local to us. Josh is a pretty good friend of mine. Josh Friedrich is one of the founding members of this next band called Pono AM. Not a whole lot out there. I know that they're specifically they're playing, and again, doesn't really matter that they're playing because this probably won't be out for a couple of weeks. They're playing this Friday at the Heavy Anchor down on Gravway, so I'm gonna make a trip out to go see them. But they got a couple of albums posted. They've got one album for sure. They're actually getting ready to drop a new one here in the next couple of weeks, but their full-length album is called Variety Hour. It came out in 2018. One of my personal favorite songs of the whole band, though, or their whole catalog, I guess you would say, is Capri Sun Moscato, off of the 2020 single. 2 tracks on this one's called Believin' and Capri Sun Moscato. So we'll go ahead and listen to Capri Sun Moscato first a little bit, and we'll get into a couple other tracks from these guys.
Alrighty.
So yeah, first song from them, Capri Sun Moscato.
Very nice. Very nice.
First thoughts.
No, it's good. It gave me a when it first started off, it gave me an old like Western Johnny Cash, like the first start of it.
Yeah.
Like just like the simple drums, like the roominess of the drums, and just like how simple it was.
Well, that, and I think overall, like from Hounds, right? Like two kind of very different, especially like volume wise. Like Hounds is a lot more rock, and again, like a couple of their tracks, and we'll get into this here shortly. Right, like they pick up a little bit, but like just very low key, right? Not a whole lot going on in terms of like, it's not super loud. Volume's not really up there. It's just very, very kind of mellow, just chill little tune, almost like something that you could like sit out on the like in the backyard, kicking it at the pool kind of vibes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they were going for, right? Like, I don't know, maybe play on words, but like the Capri Sun Moscato kind of deal. I don't know.
That was a cool name.
Yeah,
Capri Sun. That probably tastes pretty good.
Probably.
Got some white wine, put a Capri Sun in there.
Maybe we have a guest appearance, a little Capri Sun Moscato for their for one of these episodes.
We gotta have like specialty cocktails.
It could be
from the Whiskey Note.
But yeah, so that was my first track, and then the other one was from a single or an EP called Here's Pono AM. So this was one of the very first things that they dropped back in 2017. It's called Good Vibes.
Your friends are going out of style. They've just been sleeping for a while, a long while. I'm crying, I'm shut outside. I'm tired, let's take a drive. Goodbye,
All right, so that was Good Vibes, one of their very first songs that they dropped on Apple Music and their streaming services.
Yeah.
So, and again, I think like, and I told you this before because you were asking me about it. I'm like, dude, it's something that I could picture hearing in like I said, like 2011, 2012, like Aeropostale, like just playing in the background, like the music videos on the screen, on the TV, like just pretty low key, nothing like super crazy. And again, like just pretty chill.
Yeah. Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Yeah, that was like you can definitely tell on the production side of things, coming from 2017 to 2020, they definitely upped their game because that first song was the newer one, and the one we just listened to was a little bit older.
Gotten studio time up in places here in St. Louis. I know they play places like the Sinkhole quite a bit, and a couple other spots here and there. But yeah, they are getting ready to release, and I don't know when it is specifically. I haven't talked to Josh in a little bit, but they're getting ready to release a new album called. Hold on, let me check it real quick.
I also like they had a little snare drum like marching section in there.
Well, dude, I think like it gives me like just very like kind of like similar to Beach Boys vibes a little bit, but like late 60s. Right, like not a lot of big, like super loud in your face kind of stuff.
Right.
Which, I think a lot of people can appreciate just in terms of simplicity, right? Like it doesn't have to be super complex. Just put out some good music, put out some good lyrics, put it together, and then boom, there you go. But their next upcoming album is coming out in like I said, I think a couple of weeks, but they will be playing, I know, this Friday at, again, the Heavy Anchor.
Which won't matter to you.
Which won't matter.
Look for future shows.
So Good Vibes 2 is going to be the name of their next up and coming album. How fitting.
Awesome.
Hopefully they got some more good vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, good band.
Yeah.
Good band.
So
Both
both.
bands
I
are-
think. Yeah, I'm gonna start listening to Hounds a little bit more. They might be in the rotation coming
Yeah.
up here.
And it's two solid bands to start off this little journey.
Yeah,
But
podcast journey.
we both fair warning, we both have a wide taste
Very
in
wide,
music.
yeah, very wide taste.
So
I mean,
honest-
we dabble in a lot of stuff.
we dabble in lots. So like we might, hit the jazz, maybe some blues when we get down to like
Who knows?
Louisiana.
Maybe.
Some country, obviously, when we get out west.
Yeah,
Good old
some
westerns.
good old western country vibes.
Tennessee.
Texas,
For Atlanta, we might hit some rap.
dude,
Chicago.
it's all the same to me. Good
Rap.
music.
Let's yeah. So we're definitely expect Yes.
what's coming.
I could bring in,
Could bring in anybody.
Screamo.
From like where specifically?
I don't know.
What state would constitute some?
When I do
screamo?
my research, I might just be angry one day.
You might just be mad. Pick
Yeah.
up what's the best screamo band in said state.
Yeah.
Dude,
What?
Slipknot was from Iowa. Who fucking
Oh,
knew?
yeah. Maybe like I'll find my Screamo band will be from Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. All right.
If they have any distilleries.
I was gonna say I would hope so.
I mean, there's distilleries everywhere.
If they don't have a distillery, they really shit on our project here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they
like
would.
we have at least 50 episodes that we have to get through.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean maybe? There's 50 fucking states.
Well, if they don't have a distillery,
yeah, no, then it ends there. Rhode Island shits on our project.
we'll definitely hit the ones we know for sure.
100%. Kentucky's like got to be on there.
Thank God for Randall's
Thank God for Randall's Wine and Spirits.
their little, what's that called? Filter. Jesus.
Oh, filter. I was going to say it's a store where you go buy alcohol. too.
Right. But no, they got the little filter with all their states that they carry
that is
in
good.
store.
I mean,
So that's-
dude, the Google machine can get you pretty much anything
that's
you need.
true. That's
Pretty
true.
much anything. Yeah, man. I think we got a good spot here. So, all right, Illinois is our next state.
Yeah.
Shit, that sucks.
And we might change that.
Yeah, I think we should.
We could
Maybe not. I mean, what's the worst that's
yeah.
gonna
I
happen?
mean, we're gonna have to hit it eventually.
It's-
Next door to us.
It's
literally-
throw a rock and hit the fucking thing.
Honestly.
It's right there.
Honestly.
All right, so Illinois. What else we got? So we'll have to buy. We're gonna have to buy another bottle of whiskey here.
Oh, well, that's such a bad thing.
It is not the worst thing in the world. There has been worse. We're gonna run out of space here on this table.
We'll have to build some shelves or something.
Yeah, no, I do want to get some shelves in here. That's what I was thinking actually. Like, get some shelves and start instead of like. And again, you guys will probably eventually see this whenever we start getting video going. But we got a couple of bottles of some decent whiskey lined up here. Some of them may or may not make appearances down the road, but yeah, we're gonna start getting video content going while we record this podcast. That way, you guys can see our beautiful mugs.
I don't know. Speak for me, not for yourself.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yikes.
Gonna have to start recording in somebody else's apartment.
Yikes. Good thing that microphone covers up half your face.
Yeah, no shit. All right, I think what else we got?
Nothing. Shout out everything one more time. We got Wood Hat Distillery
Right,
and their
New
aged.
Florence, Missouri.
Yep. And the aged blue corn whiskey.
2-year aged. None of
2
this
years.
7-year. None of this 8-year. 2-year aged.
Simple.
Simple.
Good. Doesn't break the bank, too. If you want to support, Missouri.
Right, and small. Yeah, I think there's another good thing. Like, let's get some small time. Shouldn't say small time, but like small business. Right, nothing. When we hit Tennessee, we're not doing Jack Daniels. Right, like.
Yeah.
Find a good locally owned, right? Like
Distillery.
the small time distillery. But yeah, New Florence, Missouri, Wood Hat Spirits, aged blue corn whiskey.
Yep. Absolutely.
Little,
And then,
little 40%er.
yeah, 40% or 80 proofer.
And then our bands,
Hounds.
Hounds,
Shout out Hounds.
St. Louis
Solid.
made
Solid music.
Hounds and Pono AM.
Pono
Right.
AM.
Couple of good bands right there. Couple of good bottles of whiskey. Well, just one bottle, but I mean, good start.
Yeah, solid start.
All right, Tristan, you want to close this off?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for listening. If you do listen,
great. If not, great.
We had fun doing it.
Hey, we had a good time. All right, there goes our first episode.
See you later.
See ya.